It's Salvaje and I'm back with another how to overcome your anger in Fortnite video. Now, I did part 1 on overcoming your anger in Fortnite and that video has helped out a lot of people. There's a lot of comments in that comment section of people just pointing out how much the video helped out, and also people just pointing out that they're breaking holes in their walls with vacuum cleaners. The point is, I think that video is very helpful if you're trying to overcome your anger in Fortnite. It's just going to give you a really good foundation. It's going to give you key values that you need to be aware of to overcome your anger. It's gonna also give you psychological aspects that you need to be aware of, and it's also gonna teach you how your brain works when you're playing Fortnite and why it is that you keep getting angry. This video, on the other hand, is going to be a little bit different, right? I'm just going to be sharing with you guys some harsh truths that you guys need to start accepting in your mind so that you can actually overcome your anger in Fortnite. The truth is that this video might even make you guys really uncomfortable, and you might not want to accept some of the ideas that I'm sharing in this video, but the truth is I'm not really selling you guys on overcoming your anger. I'm selling you guys on how you guys can start enjoying the game more. And if I have to tell you some harsh truths so that you can actually enjoy the game more and you can stop being a slave from your anger, then I'm actually going to just do that. Because again, video games are all about having fun, right? You want to have a good time. You don't want to get frustrated. So with that said, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so I want to talk about one key value that I still think that it's absolutely necessary if you want to overcome your anger in Fortnite. And that key value is your beliefs are not concrete. The things that you're thinking about right now when it comes down to your anger in Fortnite, you might think that they are concrete. You might think that you're going to keep raging. You might start believing every single excuse that your brain is going to tell you to start raging. And you might think you're never going to be able to stop your rage. But the truth is your beliefs are not concrete. Repetition is the mother of all learning. Repetition is also going to be what's going to get you to that next level of you actually enjoying the game. You telling yourself that you're going to overcome your anger is going to be by far your best asset. And that leads me forward to point number 2. You telling yourself that you're going to overcome your anger in Fortnite. Basically what that does is that it creates a new destination for your brain to go to. Right now, the only destination that your brain knows is rage, anger, frustration, right? It's going from point A to point B. But if you start accepting the idea that you're going to overcome your anger in Fortnite, you're basically creating a brand new destination for your brain to go to. That destination being point C. So from a neurological perspective, once you start accepting the idea that you're going to overcome your anger in Fortnite, what's going to happen is that your brain is going to start making neurological pathways to point C. But what's going to happen is your brain is so used to going from point B, which is rage, that's why overcoming your anger is going to be really hard, because making new neurological pathways to point C is going to be very difficult. That leads me to my third point, guys, because repetition is key. Repetition is the #1 key factor that is also going to come into play if you really want to overcome your anger in Fortnite. So now you know that you need to start accepting the idea that you can overcome your anger in Fortnite, and that is going to create destination number C, which is you actually enjoying the game. Now you also know that repetition is going to be key, and now you also understand that your thoughts are not concrete, because if you keep working hard towards overcoming your anger and towards that idea, what's going to happen is the neurological pathways that are at point B are actually going to weaken themselves. And then the neurological pathways that are going to point C, due to your repetition and due to your understanding that your thoughts are not concrete, they're actually going to grow stronger, which means that your brain is going to be defaulting to the option that's going to be helping you and benefiting you the most, and that option is going to be enjoying Fortnite and not raging. Sometimes you're not going to understand your anger in Fortnite, and the reason why you're not going to understand it is because you don't understand the self-sabotaging narrative behind your anger. When you don't understand the reason for your anger, you're also letting your anger sort of pile up. And it's basically going to lead you to punch a hole in the wall with a vacuum cleaner, for example, like one of you guys commented on my first how to overcome your anger video. Anyways, the point is, by not understanding the root of your anger, by not understanding the narrative that is basically fueling that anger, you're not letting the actual emotion of anger sort of process. And since you're not letting the emotion of anger process itself, that's why your anger in Fortnite can sometimes just seem so potent and overwhelming, and why you could get just so freaking frustrated. You don't understand the self-sabotaging narrative. The self-sabotaging narrative being, this guy had aim assist, this guy is such trash, he only got lucky. So once you understand the self-sabotaging narrative, that's when you can actually start questioning it. Did he actually get lucky? No, not really. I just made a couple of mistakes. No, not really. I just play Fortnite for 5 hours a day and he plays Fortnite for 15 hours a day. So that's why he pretty much destroyed me, and I should be okay with it, because technically speaking, the one that's putting in more time is always going to be the one that's going to be doing better. The point is that by understanding the self-sabotaging narratives, you're basically understanding your anger more. And when you understand where your anger is coming from, that means you're processing the emotion. And the more you process the emotion of anger when you're playing Fortnite, the less you're actually going to have to deal with it, because you start to realize that it's not really necessary to start throwing a tantrum. Something that I've recognized by playing with other people that are as competitive as me at video games when I'm playing Fortnite with them is that we lose an encounter, we lose a game, and we are angry, we are frustrated, but we don't really let our anger transform into super frustration and just temper tantrum level shit. And the reason for that is because we are always recognizing the self-sabotaging narrative that we might tell ourselves, or that we are telling ourselves. Like, for example, this guy just destroyed me because he got lucky, but the truth is he landed a shotgun headshot on you, and that's why you pretty much got destroyed. He was just a better player on that specific encounter. What I'm trying to say is, the more you get into the habit of questioning your anger, see where it's coming from and see if it's necessary, the less you're actually going to start raging. And the more you're actually going to realize that, oh, I got destroyed, I'm a little bit upset, but I'm just gonna move on, I'm gonna go to the next game, or I'm gonna keep just having fun with the boys, because I'm just not going to let this one encounter out of the multiple encounters that I'm going to have sort of like hold me back from having my fun. At the end of the day, understand that you are the deciding factor. You can overcome your anger, guys. Like I said earlier in the video, repetition is very, very important, specifically when you're starting a brand new habit, okay? Specifically when you're trying to overcome a big hurdle in your life. That hurdle, of course, being your anger in Fortnite. So make sure that you guys keep executing on the tips that I shared with you guys on this video, as well as the first video on overcoming your anger. And also make sure that you guys keep listening to this video over and over and over again, as well as part 1, so that we can strengthen those neurological pathways that are going to lead to you overcoming your anger in Fortnite. If you enjoyed this video, definitely drop it a like, and please feel free to share this video with a friend. Like I said on part 1, I made this video because I just want people to enjoy Fortnite. I want people to enjoy the game. I want people to get better at the game, and anger can sometimes be the biggest obstacle that basically stops people from getting to that point. See you guys in the next one, and feel free to subscribe to join the Salvaje cartel.